Chenzo's Gold Crypto Investing, where you like, subscribe, and share for a one-of-a-kind, company-made, computer software trading probability-based trading alert, technical analysis, and company philosophy, as I'm your most trusted source for blockchain technology and cryptocurrency breaking news and coin updates here on YouTube and in the cryptocurrency sphere. As old Vincenzo was brought back truth and, most importantly, integrity back into the trading market, right? And trading sphere. As there hasn't been many updates here today because we've had a catastrophic payroll failure that we've been trying to rectify the situation, and Murphy's Law really did come into effect that anything that can go wrong will go wrong, and then some, right? And it did. So I apologize for not having a lot of updates, but you can see last night from the last time we talked, I thought it had eyes for this. Oh, come on. I thought it had eyes for the 5 minute. Let's go to the 2 hour time frame, please. There we go. I thought it was coming back down to that 19,893 old all-time high from 2018, and it did actually come down to that, and actually came a little bit below, and then it got a nice bounce back as we zoom in now to the 1 hour time frame, and you can see, hold on, it's got a wide load. I'm coming through the cornfields right now from far western Illinois back to Bloomington. You can see it did come back after he had the swing low, and it came back up and got rejected by that descending yellow line and that horizontal red line, which the descending yellow was a falling candle that it was trying to back test and hold, but it actually came back through and is back testing it as getting rejected, which would be a confirmation on this breakout that you see in here. It's failing to hold the support, which could mean that you're going to come all the way back down here next. This may be your next major move in the Bitcoin price, as you got inflation data coming out at the end of the week, or tomorrow or the next day, and then I believe the Fed's going to raise interest rates next week. So your next major move in the Bitcoin price could actually be all the way down here, right? Why is that way over there? What the fuck? Could be all the way down here at the bottom part of this falling channel at about $1,685, just below, or depending on if it happens sooner, your swing low. And just so you know what I'm talking about, if we zoom out, this falling channel that we're in, you kind of break out there, and now you failed it on the back test, right? Which means now you might be trading all the way back down. We had that one just below that, all the way back down to the white underneath line in this major volume traded area, and the yellow falling channel support. You can see you had support once, support twice, and even short-term support 3 times there. So that might be your next major move now, that you're getting a bearish rejection of trying to hold what you broke out of, right? And if that continues and you start to trade down, I would look for 16,854 to 17,854 regional bottom, which would coincide with back here's bottom, right? See that? It would coincide with right here, and that would be down in here, right? So that's what I'd be looking for, this to trade back down now if you don't get any buyers and get back above this major 19,000. What the fuck? If you don't get back above this $19,000 range, 19,188 or 19,893, the red line, and especially that descending yellow line, you got to get back on top of both of those, or you are trading back down to this underneath support, which would be more like up here at about the 17,373 range. So that's what I'm looking at in Bitcoin. I think this is it's looking awfully bearish, that the next major move of 3, 4, 5% looks to be to the downside, and this crypto insider thinks this is probably going to trade lower. Same thing with Ethereum. You can see we're back below that green ring, and if we get rejected on this green ring, I've been telling you in Ethereum, whether this this bear market rally could last a little longer or not, your next major move to the downside is coming down there to the $633 of this next green ring. And if you get a bearish confirmation rejection up here and you get rejected, if you come and try to back test that, you're going to start to trade down really quick to that underneath target. And I'm watching out for that, right? And if we look at any kind of breaking news in the coin market, CoinShares predicts nail-biting bearish storm ahead for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano. Old Vincenzo, this crypto insider, has been saying that for months, and it's been getting proven right month and month over and over, right? Genesis Safe gets new name and USDT $100 million, earned 123 Playboy plus Sandbox plus more. I don't know what that nonsense is. Back into crypto, back into crap mode. Bitcoin bullish potential capped for the coming month. Really, crypto falls ahead of U.S. inflation figures, right? That's true, right? Because inflation is going to be bad. 10,000 Bitcoin move likely, then 30,000 says majority of Wall Street. Well, if the majority of Wall Street thinks it's going to bounce back to 30,000 right after hitting 10, it means it'll probably go to 5. Three Arrows founder received threats of physical violence. Suju breaks silence as he, I believe, has fled the country that he was in. Right, Bitcoin scaling Lightning Network capability hits new all-time high. Another thing that we're going to, Texas Bitcoin miners suspend operations amid heat wave threat to power grid. That is a news that I'm going to get more into later. And then I'm going to show you a little bit later on today in each state what the price of Bitcoin has to be for Bitcoin miners to mine and sell profitable. And most of them, about you get much below 20,000, most of the states, they now become non-profitable. Every time they mine a Bitcoin, they're losing money, right, with the price below 20,000. There's a few states that are 15, 16, 14,000 to remain profitable, but states like Texas, California, Michigan, New York, Florida, and most of the major states with a big population, the price of Bitcoin's got to be above 20,000, and some of the states above 24, 25,000 for these miners to make money. And if these miners are mining at a loss, it's a big, big problem because they're going to have to sell more and more of their Bitcoin that they mine when the price was cheap to sell it into the open market to make up for the losses, right? So if it costs them $23,000 to mine and they mine a Bitcoin this month and the price is sitting at $15,000 and they got to cover costs, they got to sell that Bitcoin at a $5,000 loss. And then if they have any supply in their reserves when they were Bitcoin mining at 10,000, 8,000, 10,000, 5,000, whatever, they got to sell an adequate Bitcoin to make up for that operating loss just to break even. And that starts to dump more and more into the open market, and that gets more and more bearish, right? That helps to drive the price down quicker anytime that happens. And that's something that we're watching out for, and that is big-time news that you guys need to be paying attention to. You can see XRP did come back down into that white support box after it got rejected up there by the 200-day. And if the buyers don't come in anywhere here in a local supply zone, you're going to come down to 28 cents. And then if you get really bearish with inflation data and the Fed raising rates next week, you could be coming down to that 19, 18 cent target that we got there, that we've had for quite some time, right? I'm not sure what happened with the volume there, or with maybe I put the text has got to be in white. See the target down there? That's at 18, 19 cents, and that's been our target with that symmetrical triangle that we were in for 13 and a half months, going from early April of 2021 through the beginning of 2022 when it finally broke down out of there, right? Jesus, no fucking late ass fucking turn signal, right? So that's what I got going on right now. I'll give you some more updates after I get out of work, as this has been a very stressful day with paycheck fiasco, right? Use my links down below. Become members of Jabroni Killers. It all helps support the channel. Peace and love. Peace and love.